Hi guys, and welcome to the Product Village. Today we're going to be looking at two products from Rode. The first one is the Rode NTG4 Shotgun Microphone, whilst the second one is a Rode Blimp. I like the way it sounds, Blimp. Now this is actually a suspension windshield system. You're probably seeing this stuff in movies. So if you're into like short films, feature films, or major documentaries, you are going to be interested in these guys right here. So let's unbox and let's see what's in both boxes. Alrighty, now in the box of the Rode NTG4 Plus, we have a pouch, we have the microphone itself, the shotgun microphone itself, we have a windshield, we have a mic clip, we have a USB-C cable, and we have a sticker. If you are up for stickers, you might want to hold on to this. I'm not a sucker for stickers. And then on the right-hand side, we have the contents of the blimp. So you have the blimp itself. Look at it, it's massive. It looks like a shotgun, and then next to it, you have the Deadcat. We're going to be wearing this much later. And then for some weird reason, I found a comb, or is it brush, in there to brush the dead cat. He's dead anyway, so I don't think the cat's gonna feel it. And then there's this. I have no clue what this is for. I'll probably find out about this much later. And then we have the product manual, which is pretty big. Massive. Alrighty, so you know how we do it. We're gonna put them to test right away. So I'm gonna gear this up, and then later we're gonna gear this up, and then we hear what it sounds like. Alright, let's do this. Alrighty, now before we connect the blimp and the NTG4, let me quickly run you through the specs. Now, this microphone here is a super cardioid microphone, so it can record from here and from the sides, so it's clear from the top. It also has a frequency response of 20 Hertz to 20 kilohertz. It also has a maximum SPL of 135 decibels. That's good, that's loud. And then on the body, you actually have a few other additions. You have a shelf here, so you can increase the highs. This is just at the top. Underneath that, you have you have a high pass filter. So you can actually cut off the lows. In case you're recording in a place that has tons of lows, you can actually cut it off. You also have a pad switch, and the pad switch is minus 10 dB. But that switch also doubles as the power button. And then one more thing, it actually has an internal battery, so you actually can use it without the XLR. You can actually just charge it, and once it's full, you can use it, or you can decide to use it with XLR. It all depends on you. Now for the blimp, when I used to see this stuff in movies here, I used to wonder, what kind of microphone is this big? It's very massive. Little did I know it was a blimp, and all that was in was just some small microphone. What do you call that? Technology. Anyway, I didn't know, but at least now I know. Now, to get this in here, what you have to do is you can actually unscrew this. See that? It comes out from the top. I think you can see the inside. And then all you have to do is drag this out. And then with this, what you can do is bend this way, it turns, and then you lock it back. So now it actually looks like a gun. Good. So what we do next is we're actually going to connect this to the blimp. Now, if you notice, it already comes with an XLR cable. So all we have to do is connect it to this XLR cable, and then underneath, that XLR cable actually extends here. So from here, we can now, put this into a Zoom, an H8N, or any other recorder which we have. So what we're going to do right now is we are just going to insert this microphone. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, good. That's in. And so we place the microphone on the other holder. So there we have it. Now, some people prefer to just push this in a bit. I like it the way it is. So all we have to do now is insert this back into the blimp. Now, before you close up the blimp, you have to put on the mic first. So we have to put it on here. That's it. So it has that green light. Then you place it in. Otherwise, once you put it in and you forget to actually put it on, you're not going to be able to record nothing. There you go. So there it is. So all we need to do right now is actually test it to hear how it sounds. So I'm going to get a stand. I'm going to use this, and then let's hear what the sound. Now, this is the part I usually love the most, because now we get to hear what the sound is like in the blimp. All right, let's do that. And there you have it. That's basically how to set up the Rode Blimp Windshield System and the Rode NTG4 Plus. Honestly, for the life of me, I would never have thought that it was that simple. You know, when you watch movies and you hear the sound, of course, I know they wear some lavalier mics, but I'm like, how did they capture the ambience? Well, how is it so clean? Now I know. And I'm sure I wonder where the mic is, right? It's actually up here. Can you please take it up? Let them have a look at what it looks like. There it is. Right up there. And I mean, my trip is, are you listening to the audio? The audio still sounds good. So what we're going to do next is we're going to test it outside. I always like having an outside feel. But this time, I'm not just going to use the blimp itself. I'm actually going to use the Deadcat. You know, I want to hear what it sounds like organically outside. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, so here I am outside using the Rode NTG4 Plus and the blimp. I mean, it's pretty windy here, and there's a lot of noise at my back, so much traffic, and that's one of the reasons why I actually wanted to use this. And I'm still amazed at the clarity of the sound. Right now, I'm using the Zoom H8 handy recorder, and I'm actually using a Ulanzi C65. That's actually what I'm using to light myself outside. It's at 1%. Honestly, guys, I don't think I've ever come across a light as good as that Ulanzi. I'm sure you're wondering, oh, he's wearing a Rode t-shirt and he's talking about other brands. Well, Rode did not sponsor this video. This is my own opinion. So I think I have a right to actually say it the way I feel. But basically, this is how he sounds, guys. And he actually sounds good. So in case you're having any doubt about how good the Deadcat is, there you have it. So let's get back to the studio and let me give my final conclusion. All right? All right, guys, that's it. That's basically how you get to set up the Rode NTG4 Plus and the blimp. And for those movie enthusiasts out there who are looking for a good setup, I think this is a very good setup. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. If you've used it before, let me know how it sounds. You know, just, I want to hear from you guys. All right? I'm going to see you guys on the next one, right? Ciao.